Gamescomil aitab seigelda punktid.ee. Me oleme Gamescomil ning me vaatasime just ära sellise mängu nagu The Little Acre ning see tundus fantastiline. Nüüd aga oleme siin küsimas, et mis värk on.
Hi. That was nice things you were saying, right?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
They're fantastic.
Because I couldn't tell. Like, here's a crap game. Okay, it'll be okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It's definitely okay.
Okay.
So, The Little Acre.
Yeah.
Introduce it.
Yeah, sure. So it's a hand-animated adventure game. So everything's frame by frame drawings. We tried to make it look kind of like an 80s Disney film. So all dogs go to heaven, the rescuers, Secret of Nim. That's kind of the style we were hoping to achieve. And we came pretty close, I think. And then gameplay-wise, it's point-and-click adventure, but it's quite streamlined. It's like designed to be finished, you know? Like, so there's not a big load of complicated inventory puzzles or anything like that. It's all about the story and the character. And I guess the story-wise, we're inspired by those 80s fantasy films like The Labyrinth and Never-Ending Story. So we've got a real world and a fantasy world, and the characters are traveling back and forth between the two. And you play as the father and the daughter. So the story is like constantly jumping around because we have really bad attention spans. So if you're going to make a game and not get bored, make sure it jumps around like crazy. So that's The Little Acre.
Okay. You mentioned that every frame is hand animated.
Yeah.
Could you talk about the development process a little bit? How big is your team?
No.
And stuff like that?
Yeah. Well, at one point we were 11 people, but 7 of them were animators, just to try and get all the drawings in. It's a really old school way of doing it, like a Disney flip book style, you know. But what was cool is it was really easy to get animators to do it, because I guess it's why they got into animating. You know, it's what they wanted to do at the start. Instead of like rigging a piece of grass for 3 years so it's perfect, you know, like this way they just got to do sketches and sketches and sketches and put them into the game. So they do that, then we get all the PNGs into, make a big atlas out of it and put it into Unity and make it work, I guess. Hopefully, when it works. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. You have to be really careful with your game design choices as well because of all the drawings. So if you want the main character to pick up a shovel, like you have to be sure he's picking up a shovel because it's 100, you know, sketches that you just have to put in the bin and then the animator hates you. So I'm trying to be careful.
You mentioned the influences. There was a fun fact you mentioned earlier about an older game.
Yeah. So like when we used to pitch this game, it was all Broken Sword. Have you ever played Broken Sword? And then in the last few months, we got the game to Charles Cecil, the creator of Broken Sword and Beneath the Steel Sky and lots of other great games. And he's on board now. He joined the team as someone to help at the last hurdle of just those little extra bits. Because with an adventure game, they're terrible for a very long time, you know, because until the artwork's there, it's just really like click, point, click, you know, like combination of objects. But it's really in the last 10% they start to feel like a story or a film and they come alive, you know. And so to have Charles there at the last bit just to improve, like, oh, just move that there, move that there. Have you considered this? Has just been so good for us, just to put us over the edge to like good game to like hopefully great. Maybe. I think so.
No, it looks fantastic. And of course the ever classical question, when will it be out and on which platforms?
Platforms is easy. So PC, you know, it'll be on Steam and Good Old Games and Humble Store and Xbox One as well. And so we're going to simultaneously launch on both of those and then later to PS4. But there'll be Linux and Mac and everything as well. And we'll be going to tablets eventually. Because the amount of drawings, it's a huge game. So we're trying to think of like clever ways to squeeze it down onto something smaller because it works nicely on touch, but it's pretty big. So there you go.
So,
next month or 2, hopefully.
Okay.
We're going through certifications, so I don't want to say like, perfect. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, but the game looks fantastic and best of luck to you.
Cheers, man. Thank you. Thanks.
Vot, selline ongi.
Gamescomil aitab seigelda punktid.ee